and said, you can have that, hope it helps, and looking forward to the YouTube video. So I'm going to get changed, load the car up. Right, so there we go. I've got changed into my scruffs, and I'm getting wet, but I'll show you. Okay, so I've tidied up the best I can. To be quite honest, all I've done is bring the bins out and put it behind the bins. But as far as the missus is concerned, it ain't there on the floor. Working on site, don't know what I need. And this time I've put some screwdrivers in, so I won't have to use a great big chisel like in my last video. I had to use that as a screwdriver. And I've got an umbrella because I won't be working outside. Right, I'm about to enter this industrial estate. It's a massive industrial estate. It's also private property. So whereas I'm not allowed to use a handheld device on the main on the highway, you can on private property. So let's go and find this gift. Yeah, gift. Let's go and find what I've been given. Yeah, it's a gift. I came on here this morning, driving round. It goes round there. It must go around there at least another half a mile. I've been looking at what the buildings do, what the signs say, and like then knocking on the door going, have you got any jobs? Most of them say, just leave us your CV, not got nothing at the moment. Well, that's the state of affairs, isn't it, at the moment, because of this country. Should I be like Scrap Kingdom or even Scrap and Pallet Man? Should I now turn into pallets? Should we go over there and say, how many of them can I get in an estate car? Oh, some money's worth there. Right, folks, we're here. I've come round the back. These are all the rubbishes. Now, I'm not going to show the company name, but this is what he says I can have. Now, that's at least 4.5 feet tall. It is a Miller Synchrowave 375. That's bigger than what I thought it was. AC/DC, and it has a separate water cooler, which we'll have, and I'll tell you what it is. It's too big to go in the car, so I'm going to take it bits here in the rain. So yes, Ian, in the rain again, taking it bits. I've not got a tripod, I can't film it as I'm doing it. I'll do as I did on the saw, film what I can, and hopefully you'll enjoy what I get out of this. Well, before I even start, one of the lads has just come out and said, I've heard you taking this. He says you can't have the foot pedal, and he's took the foot pedal. Right, but rest I'm having before anybody else comes out. It seems that this water cooler is a separate unit. All it is zip tied like that. So Guido Rondelt of Handmade would never forgive me if I just cut those pipes. So don't want to do that. So I'll have to probably get some spanners. Oh, the quick release fittings, aren't they? So that's one bit going in the car already. isn't it? Hey! Well, there we go. A nice little. Oh, and it's 240 volts. A nice little AC/DC TIG water cooler. If it works. Been out in the rain for a long while. Right, back to that beast. Okay, very important not to leave a mess if I'm stripping this on site. So carrier bag, we'll 10 milli. So we'll take every one of these out. That way, lucky. Story of my life, isn't it? Allen key. That's an Allen key, and that holds that on. Ooh, joy of joys! Oh, look at the size of that transformer, and those aluminium plates, and more and more and more. Right, look at the thickness of those copper bars. Ian's got a feeling that this is going to be worthwhile getting wet for. Right, I'm cracking on. Well, it's not taken me long to get the top and the sides off. Just as I was sorting out, tracing these leads back here, look at those capacitors. My gods, I better short them out with something solid. Not going to take me that long, I don't think, to strip this. But I've been interrupted. Why have I been interrupted? Oh, the guy's just come out and he said, "Are these any use for you?" Well, I said yes before I even saw what they was. And he's like, "Oh wow, yes. It's a pallet full of LED, I would say LED fluorescent light fittings, but they're not fluorescent. LED light fittings. Now, they're all plastic components, which ain't going to be any use to me, but they have all got the drivers on, so looks like I'm going to have some LED light fittings in my garage, in my shed. I need to get back to the that. Right, that is also a very nice size transformer. The leads which go through that hole, I'm not just going to cut everything apart. I'm going to take things apart. I'll take another one, that's the earth strap. That off. That can pull. Look at that for a plug. Flipping heck. So I could pull that one through. I've just got to find out where that lead goes to. So, alright gents, we're going to move up to an 1/2 inch size and we'll start taking anything else off. I still can't get over the size of those caps. Wow. No, I can't move it yet. I'll get the transformers off. Give me a bit of weight saving. So I spun it round. So look what we've got. There's alright. It's a Miller Synchrowave 375 and it's got more controls than a jumbo jet panel, but Ian's just going to take it bits. We've got a panel here, we've got hinges, an hinge, an hinge and an hinge that must come up, and more bolts to take out, and then it should just come to bits relatively quick, shouldn't it? So, caution, danger, death. And it's mine, it's all mine. Way much easier than I thought. It's just a matter of taking these off. It seems this is a modular section which can come out. I need to take the leads off the dints sockets. I've got a feeling that this whole front panel will come off. So I think what I'm going to do is just disconnect all the leads from off the back of this, unscrew whatever bolts I need to, and take that front section off into the car to be stripped later. And then we can get at the nitty gritty, then we can get at the gubbins. Well, we're getting there. This whole panel is now loose, held on by that rod that's got a Celloc pin driven through that connecting rod, a universal joint, or one holding the handle on. I don't have anything a pin punch to knock that out. The choices are simple: hacksaw through that, or big hammer. See if I can break it off. As always, big hammer first. There it is. Right. See what I can do here. Seems to be some movement, but it's a two-handed job. Well, that did the trick. So I split that joint. That ought to come off, probably just held on board by those wires. And this video's getting way too long, so let's carry on. Okay, well, we're getting there. That front control panels fell off. These rather thick, sorry, as thick as my finger, leads are holding this piece on. Bit disconcerting in that these are obviously aluminium, and that follow that them down is this one. So that tells me really that that coil is going to be aluminium. It's a bit disappointing, and I'll probably follow the same with those up to the top, and you can see that nice shiny bit there. Again, that coils are going to be aluminium. These, however, as you can see, copper, and nice copper buzz bar there as well. Alright, the rain's eased off, the battery's getting low on the phone, and realistically I ain't too far away from getting this lot into the car. It's looking sorry for itself now. We've got to the bit now where we're going snip, snip, and snip. That's one more snip. One more snip, there'll do. And that is now free. Right, the dog can now see the rabbit. Yes, we're paying the scrap gods the due. There's a little bit of blood, so wouldn't be in Matthews, would I, if I didn't shed a little blood every now and again. But I can't complain, can I? The scrap god is being good to me. Let's take a step back. I'm actually creating quite a mess, and I do have to tidy this up before I go. That's a moral responsibility, isn't it? Right, well, unfortunately, my phone is on 1%. So I'm going to take these two big caps off. My biggest problem is those. I've unscrewed it, it's loose and it's way too heavy for me to pick up. So I don't want to do it, but I'm going to have to turn them upside down and using the hacksaw, saw through those angle iron beams across. Then I could lift each one into the car. She's toying with me now. I mean, that is one heavy lump. So yes, I forgot the cordless grinder, didn't I? But the hacksaw's done it. I've sawn through, but what have I gone and done? Gone and trapped the blade. And I've only cut the one. So if I break the blade, I'm stuck. So I think I've got to do some, knock that one down, kind of knock that one that way, and see if I can free my blade. Yeah, lady, look, she's just teasing me, isn't she? So the phone precariously balanced on a bit of old pallet. My hat in front of the phone in case the phone falls over, at least it won't smash. Time to give myself a hernia. Whoa, there we go. Right. Time to work. Time to work another sweat up. Right. Oh, no, I can't lift that. Houston, we have a problem. How am I going to get this in back of the car? If push comes to shove, I'm going to have to split it here with that hacksaw. Right, gotta tidy up. Well, no, the car is leaning over to that side. I got one of passing lads to give me a hand, and it was one of them was heavy, the copper one. The aluminium weren't too bad, but my coat's soaking wet through. I'd like to say my hair is soaking wet. But of course I don't have any hair, so it'll dry off. Right, I've got to get home, and the wife is gonna go doolally when she sees what I've brought home. Again, see you back there. Right, so I'm making my way home now before my battery runs out. Like I say, this is quite a big industrial estate. I've got to be a bit careful with all these speed bumps with like all the weight in the back of the car. There's somebody here with a digger on his back. Right, like you say, and there's lots of like offshoots on this industrial estate. I hope somebody's blocking road. Yeah, go on, clear off. Damn ducks, geese. Yeah, don't blame you. It's cold and horrible. No wonder you're flying off to warmer climes. Well, yeah, cold. I'm cold and horrible as well. And I've got a boatload of a car to empty. and a full garage with which to try and fit it in. The daughter's well and truly lost her space. She'll want it back for the morning. Tell you what, I'll have a mince pie. Now this is an almond frangipan mince pie. Can't be bad. I'll stand under the light. Right, I'll find a tidier part of the garage for you to look at. That's Ian, wet through, tired, feeling sorry for himself, but I'm going to crack on. Hey, you just got to laugh, haven't you? You just got to laugh at what Lady Luck sends your way. Remember, if it don't kill you, it'll only make you stronger. That's recording. I should have said, shouldn't I? Yep. Cup of coffee, mince pie, and I got shouted at. So why would I get shouted at for going in the house for a cup of coffee and a mince pie? I don't know. It might be something to do with them. Because don't forget, we've got a white kitchen, and it was like, get out of my house. Well, there's muck, there's money.